to change attitude with Dashley.
Hello everyone, it's Daseny and I welcome you to this week's episode of a-tetewithdaseny with Daseny. If you're ready, I am ready and I hope you'll enjoy today's ride. The wedding day is a day that everybody looks forward to. Both the intending couples, family members, and a lot of efforts are being geared towards that day to ensure that it is a success. So for the next 2 episodes, you join me as I interview a recently married couple as they share their experience towards their preparation for the wedding day. So we meet today. I have the latest groom in town. The last time I saw him, he was a Mr. Now he's Mr. with double honors. A very good evening to you, sir.
Good evening.
How's been your day?
Very great.
So tell us the experience, the whole wedding planning, sorting and everything. How was the experience for you?
Yeah, it was really exciting. At first it was intense and a bit full of anxiety in terms of trying to get things together, and then combined with my hectic work schedule, trying to find time to plan the wedding was quite almost elusive. But overall, the experience was like adrenaline rush, like planning up to the last day, up to the last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I was going to ask this: did you have issues with colors? Because for most grooms, they leave that color thing for the bride.
Yes, that's the answer. That's the way to survive in life. You just leave it to the brides because you will not be able to. Your mind cannot calculate all those colors while you're still trying to plan. Okay. So I think what we did is we left all the colors and all the clothing stuff for her to handle. Yes, but of course, from time to time we got advice from some other people. And then we followed their advice. Okay, nice. So what was the advice that stood out for you? So some of our friends let us know that and even with our discussions with everyone planning, the best wedding in the world is still yet to happen. Okay. So you don't go out there trying to kill yourself. Do what you can, do your best, plan your best, but within your means. Don't try to impress anybody. Do your best within your means. I think those were one of the things that kept us when things were getting tense. We just relaxed, and then as much as possible, don't try to do everything by yourself. Okay. Yes. We had a lot of friends and family who were interested in helping out, and we allowed them. We gave them the free hands to do the parts they wanted to do, and that helped a lot, honestly, because it took a lot of worries off us with the knowledge and understanding that friends and family are handling certain logistics. Then we could focus on the main things, on the critical aspects of the wedding. All right, very interesting. So I'm going to ask this question now. What was that moment that almost gave you a heart attack? Okay, so for me, 1 week to the wedding, my suits came in, but they were not my size. Oh my god. Yeah, so I had to send them back for adjustment. Yes, I think that was a worry for me. And then luckily, about 4 or 5 days before I would travel, the adjustments came back and they were fine. But that was the most closest call. And I think we also had the same thing with the women's clothes. There were some things coming in from China, and when they arrived, it was not what was ordered. So it was a disaster. I think it had to be managed in a certain way where they had to try to put in some designs just to make it look like what was ordered, because a lot was spent on it. Yes. Yeah, but it didn't come out as the expectation, and people had paid money for that thing. So I think those were the two close incidents that will cause a worry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very well. Now we thank God for the success of the wedding, but if you have your own way to redo the whole planning thing again, what are those things that you feel you cut down on? For me, remember, like I said, we didn't try to do everything by ourselves. Okay. So I don't know if there were any things I'll cut down on, because truly a lot of things were handled by friends and family. Okay. Like people volunteer and say, hey guys, I want to do your decoration, I want to do this. So we had to let them have that free hand.
So it was like division of labor.
Exactly, yes. So I don't think we were so stressed such that we will say that in future we'll cut down on anything. No, I don't think so. I think it went well. I think there are a lot of people putting effort, and we're grateful for that effort. So you can't cut down on the love that you are receiving from people. Yes, so you just experience it and take it all in. And show gratitude for all that came in.
Nice. So if you're going to advise upcoming grooms, what would be your advice?
I would say start now to build friendships with people, right? Those friendships will come handy in time, right? It's not a one-day thing. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, right? It is those friendships and relationships that will show up for you at the time when you need it. And it is not even just for the sake of the event, even to the marriage. Build relationships with people that will help you in your wedding and in your marriage and in your life generally. It's just one aspect. So I think that's the overriding advice. I think then secondly, don't get overly worried. Your wedding is one day. Your marriage is a lifetime. Plan for your marriage. Plan. When you are doing counseling, don't be in counseling and you're thinking about the wedding day, that this is not complete. You will find that the wedding has passed and then you have missed the information that will have prevented a major crisis in your home. And so when that thing comes, you don't even have the knowledge to support you or to hold you and your wife tight. So I think focus on knowledge, the knowledge that will keep you in your home. Continue to learn even after your marriage. Continue learning. You see, you have not yet seen the best of marriage. You do not yet know the best. So continue learning. And there's no way you will yet know the best because you are not God. Only God knows the best. So you must be submitted to God and humble enough to admit that you don't know everything about marriage. You don't know everything that will make the sweetest marriage in the world. So you must be willing to keep learning and be humble to admit that to your spouse and your partner. That look, I don't know how to make you happy the best way. I don't know you. I didn't create you. I'm not sure what's buttons on strings that will make you the happiest ever in the world. But I trust God that I will learn. And this home, I have decided that everything I need to learn to make this marriage work, I will learn it. So I will learn from you. I will ask you, don't assume that I know that I'm supposed to buy you a perfume on my way back. Do you understand? I will learn. Don't assume that I'm supposed to know that I'll buy you a rose. Do you understand? Yes. I may not come from that culture. It may be a different thing I knew when I was growing up. So what I'm willing to learn, you teach me and I read and I'll learn. So with knowledge, right? The Bible says that through wisdom, a house is built, and by understanding, the rooms in that house are furnished with beautiful things. So go for wisdom, go for knowledge, learn from people, learn from books.
Thank you so much, Mr. Double Honors, Mr. Covenant Hero Chukwumausel, for granting this interview.
It's a pleasure.
We look forward to having you more on Tete-a-Tete.
Hopefully I will again.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, bye.